Welcome back everyone. Today we're looking at a CNN video discussing Israel and Gaza between Peter Beinart and genocide denier Brooke Goldstein. Let's take a look.
Joining us at our fifth seat at the table is Peter Beinart, author of Being Jewish After the Destruction of Gaza. So full occupation, Peter, what would that do? What would that change?
I hope, but I also think this is a bluff. The Israeli people do not want this. I think what Netanyahu is trying to do is trying to bluff and hope that that will provide the ceasefire on terms that he wants. Because a full conquest of Gaza would be an utter catastrophe, a catastrophe for the Palestinians of Gaza who are already suffering immensely. And it would not save any hostages. It would actually put them in greater peril. And it would not destroy Hamas. Israel has been promising that it would destroy Hamas since October of 2023, and Hamas is still there. So this would be a catastrophe, but I suspect it won't happen, thank God.
Brooke, would it?
Well, look, whether it happens or not, frankly, the truth is Israel should have never left Gaza, because before 2005, we did not have a terrorist state. We had a booming economy. We had equality for the sexes. We didn't have gays being thrown off rooftops. But when Israel dragged every last man, woman, and child out of Gaza and exhumed the dead bodies because they knew what Hamas would do with it, we had a terror state. And that's...
Let's not forget, guys, that Israel was founded by a terrorist, Menachem Begin, 1967, convicted terrorist of the Likud party who went on to become Israel's prime minister. So we can call Hamas terrorist all we want, but the original terrorist in this story was Menachem Begin.
A big mistake, and the world is yet to admit that. And the real question is, why is the world preventing Gazans from leaving Gaza? Why are they insisting that they remain as human hostages for Hamas and as civilian human shields? And the third point really is, are they refugees or are they not refugees? Because if Gazans are Palestinian refugees, then Gaza is not their home and they should be relocated so that they are not used by Hamas as human shields. If Gaza is their home, then the entire premise upon which the whole Israeli...
Guys, let's be honest here. We're talking about the Palestinians. The Palestinians have been in Palestine for over 2,000 years. 1948, when the Nakba came, they were driven out of their lands. But before 1948, the entire Palestine belonged to the Palestinians. So it's funny when I see people like Brooke Goldstein come on national television and say they don't belong in Israel or they don't belong in certain areas of Palestine. The whole country used to belong to the Palestinians.
Palestinian conflict is based, and the right of return is false. The only people being delivered... It's
not false. Under international law, Palestinians have the right to return. So, yeah, under international law, they do have the right to return to their original homes in Israel.
Starved in Gaza are the hostages right now. You look at Avitar David. He looks like a concentration camp survivor who was forced to dig his own grave. When the body...
Guys, let's be honest here. Israel does not care about those hostages, those 20 or 30 hostages that remain. And who knows if they're even alive. Israel has nuked Gaza over and over again over the last 22 months. More importantly, what about the 11,000+ captives, hostages, Palestinian prisoners that are kept in Israeli prisons? What about those?
Eden Yerushalmi, after she was murdered, was returned. She was 70 pounds. Contrast that to the pictures, these, I'll say, artistic pictures of children, most of them with diseases.
And also, really, Brooke?
Yes, really.
I mean,
yes,
really, you're
propaganda
saying
pictures of these children. You never see pictures of adults. And famine is not selective, Peter. You can't have a child who's starving and then the mother is overweight or the brother...
The mother is overweight. This woman is a sick individual. Famine, of course, has been declared in Gaza. That's unanimous across many organizations. I don't need to discuss that. There is a famine. People are starving. There is a lack of food and aid on the ground. And for this woman to come on air and deny famine, deny hunger, and deny starvation is pure evil.
Brooke.
Is fully fed.
Look, the picture of Avitar David was horrifying. Are we really debating whether people are starving in Gaza?
No, we're debating who is
but
responsible.
because it sounds like you're saying that
We're
these are made-up
debating
pictures.
Who is responsible
Okay,
for,
if
this,
you want to,
for any food shortages
okay, so
in
let's
Gaza.
acknowledge that there are people starving
Okay,
in
is
Gaza.
Hamas
You mentioned.
responsible?
Why don't you?
Is Hamas
I think you should let me finish because you
the
spoke
way
for.
that you let me finish last
Guys,
time.
this story about Hamas stealing the food, someone please explain this to me. How is it possible that trucks are coming into Gaza, into these GSF sites, and amongst the hundreds of thousands of people that are there to collect aid, the GSF sites that are secured by IDF soldiers and most recently the Green Berets? How is Hamas coming onto GSF sites and stealing that aid? It makes no sense at all.
Does Hamas steal the food and use it as a food weapon?
You just spoke for a long time. Let me just say something.
Hamas steal
The
food?
Palestinians in Gaza are indeed refugees. It's true. They are the descendants, most of them, of families that were expelled from Israel in 1948. So if Gaza is not habitable for them, because Israel has destroyed most of the schools, most of the churches, most of the mosques, most of the bakeries, most of the agriculture, most of the universities, then they should be allowed to return to the places from which they're from, which is not Burundi or Somalia or Rwanda. It's Israel. Right? If you want to give them a place to go out of Gaza, allow them to go back to the places from which their families were expelled.
I think you have a problem with cause and effect. You like to blame Israel for everything. Israel did not destroy their hospitals, destroy their schools.
No.
The schools and the hospitals that I've been to have been used as places for rocket depots, and most of those hospitals are used as Hamas for their headquarters. Hamas is responsible. When you have your headquarters under a hospital and you shoot rockets into a civilian
where is Israel's
population.
military headquarters?
Guys, this woman is plain delusional. Delusional.
It's located.
And you shoot.
I have a question. Where is Israel, the Kyria? Where is Israel's military locators headquarters? Is it in a remote area?
Israel has military
No, answer the question.
everywhere.
Where is Israel?
Targets.
No.
Are they
Brooke, you didn't answer my question. Where is Israel's military? It is in downtown Tel Aviv. So let me say that.
They have a headquarters in Tel Aviv.
You got to let me finish. Israel's military headquarters is in downtown Tel Aviv, right? Many of the apartment buildings in Tel Aviv house Israeli generals. Under international law, you don't have the right to destroy the schools around Israel's military headquarters, or to destroy.
No,
let me finish.
Shoot rockets from downtown Tel Aviv into civilian populations.
Israel has its military infrastructure deeply embedded within the civilian infrastructure as well. And in international law, it would be a war crime to destroy a hospital or an apartment building in Tel Aviv because an Israeli general is there. Similarly, it is a violation of international law to destroy a hospital or university or school in Gaza just because you believe that there are.
Go on, Peter.
A violation of international law to use civilians.
Guys, let's not forget, over the last 22 months, there has not been a single piece of credible evidence that proves that Hamas are hiding in schools, that their military bases are in schools, in hospitals, in these camps, in civilian homes. We are yet to see a single piece of credible evidence to show one Hamas headquarters, or whatever you want to call it, in a hospital, in a school, in a camp, in a nursery, in apartment blocks, whatever it is. There is no evidence.
As human shields, can we agree on that?
Yes, and that
and
is.
do you support
And it is also a violation.
It is, of Gazans
no,
so that they're not
God forbid I do not. I don't want Palestinians expelled again. The Palestinians were expelled in 1948. You want to expel them again?
No.
That's a war crime,
That's not what I said.
Hang on one sec.
Temporary. You think Israel's going to allow them back if they leave? Come on.
All right. I want to bring others into this discussion.
Guys, that was Peter Beinart and Brooke Goldstein, and purpose of this video was to highlight the genocide denial of Brooke Goldstein, a horrible, evil woman. That was my live reaction, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Support me by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.